Why does Iran, a country miles away with no shared borders, deem it crucial to challenge Israel? This isn't just a story of modern political rivalry, but a deep dive into a conflict steeped in decades of history, ideology, and regional power struggles. The deep roots of Iran-Israel tensions. Before diving into the complexities of the Iran-Israel conflict, let's set the stage with a quick historical backdrop. The animosity between Iran and Israel dates back to the Islamic Revolution in 1979, when Iran's political landscape radically shifted. This revolution transformed Iran from a pro-Western monarchy into an Islamic republic under Ayatollah Khomeini, marking the start of Iran's deep-seated aversion to Western influences and its allies, including Israel. Israel, established as a sovereign state in 1948, has faced opposition from various Middle Eastern countries since its inception. But with Iran, the conflict is particularly intense, driven not just by territorial disputes, but by ideological and religious differences that have fueled decades of political maneuvers and proxy wars. In this section, we'll explore the geopolitical significance of the Middle East, a region rich in oil, strategically important sea routes, and a nexus of world religions. Understanding these factors is crucial for comprehending why Iran views Israel not merely as a neighbor to be bested, but as an ideological and existential threat. This overview will help us grasp the deep-rooted causes of tension that go beyond simple power struggles, embedding the conflict in a broader context of regional and global politics. By understanding this foundation, we can better appreciate the nuanced dynamics that drive the ongoing disputes between Iran and Israel. Understanding Iran's quest against Israel. As we delve deeper into the Iran-Israel conflict, let's examine the multifaceted reasons behind Iran's antagonism towards Israel, starting with the ideological and religious motivations. Iran's government is founded on the principles of Islamic theocracy, which views the State of Israel not just as a political adversary, but as a religious and cultural affront. This is deeply intertwined with the Iranian belief in the return of the Mahdi, a messianic figure in Shia Islam, whose emergence, they believe, will be preceded by an era of conflict and justice. Moving beyond religious ideologies, we also find significant political and economic motivations. Iran's stance against Israel aligns it with other Arab nations and helps consolidate domestic support by uniting the populace against a common external enemy. Economically, the conflict diverts public attention from domestic issues and justifies military expenditures that support significant sectors of Iran's economy. Furthermore, strategic considerations play a crucial role. Iran's support for proxy groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza is part of a broader strategy to exert influence across the Middle East. These proxies not only challenge Israel directly, but also extend Iran's reach and influence, creating buffers and strategic depth around its borders. Finally, we cannot overlook the influence of global powers in this conflict. The US and other Western countries have historically supported Israel, which complicates the relationship and exacerbates regional tensions. Russia's role in the region, particularly in Syria, also impacts the dynamics between Iran and Israel, with each global power playing a strategic game that influences local actions and reactions. In this section, we have unpacked the layers that form the backbone of Iran's motivations to oppose Israel. These elements, ideological, economic, strategic, and international, combine to create a complex web of relations that define this enduring conflict. Iran's proxy wars and their impact. In this part of our exploration, let's look at specific case studies and historical examples that illustrate the Iran-Israel conflict in action. First, we examine the proxy wars that serve as the battlegrounds for this geopolitical contest. One key example is the conflict in Lebanon. Hezbollah, funded and supported by Iran, has been a major player in Lebanon's political and military landscape. Its actions against Israel, including the 2006 Lebanon War, highlight how Iran exerts its influence and pressures Israel through proxy forces. This conflict saw intense fighting, with Hezbollah using advanced weaponry supplied by Iran demonstrating the tangible impacts of Iranian support. Turning our attention to Syria, we see another arena where Iranian influence is evident. Iran has played a significant role in supporting the Assad regime during the Syrian civil war, positioning itself against Israeli interests. This involvement also showcases Iran's strategic goal to establish a corridor of influence stretching from Tehran to the Mediterranean, effectively encircling Israel. Lastly, we cannot overlook the impact of international diplomatic maneuvers. The 2015 Iran nuclear deal and its subsequent fallout brought global attention to the Iran-Israel dynamic. The deal's unraveling has led to increased tensions and has had profound implications for regional security, affecting how both countries engage with each other and with global powers. Through these case studies, we gain a clearer picture of the complex interplay between direct conflict and diplomatic strategy in shaping the Iran-Israel relationship. Each example provides us with insights into the real-world implications of ideological, economic, and strategic decisions made by both nations. Expert takes on the Iran-Israel standoff. In this segment, we delve into the insights of experts who provide deeper analysis and broader perspectives on the Iran-Israel conflict. We've gathered opinions from geopolitical analysts, historians, and policymakers to give you a multifaceted view of this enduring rivalry. First, we hear from Dr. Amina Khalek, a Middle Eastern affairs expert, who discusses the ideological underpinnings of Iran's policies towards Israel. Dr. Khalek explains how Iran's religious leadership uses the conflict with Israel as a tool to consolidate power internally and project strength in the Muslim world. She emphasizes that this strategy is not only about confronting Israel, but also about asserting Iran's role as a dominant regional power. Next, we speak with Professor John Brewer, a political scientist specializing in international relations. Professor Brewer analyzes the strategic motivations behind Iran's support for proxy groups. He points out that these relationships are crucial for Iran's strategy of regional deterrence and are used as leverage in broader geopolitical negotiations. We also include insights from Rachel Stern, a former diplomat who has worked extensively in the Israeli Foreign Service. She offers a perspective on how Israel perceives these threats and the strategies Israel employs in response, including diplomatic efforts, intelligence operations, and military preparedness. Finally, we discuss with economic analyst Michael Zhao the impact of international sanctions on Iran and how these economic pressures influence Iran's foreign policy. Zhao highlights the economic dimensions of the conflict, explaining how financial hardship can drive nations towards more aggressive foreign policies as a diversion from domestic discontent. Through these expert opinions, we gain a richer understanding of the Iran-Israel conflict, illuminated by the knowledge and experiences of those who study and engage with these issues on a professional level. How you can help unveil hidden stories. As we conclude our in-depth analysis of the Iran-Israel conflict, it's clear that this is not just a regional issue, but a complex tapestry woven with historical grievances, ideological battles, and global strategic interests. Understanding these dynamics helps us see beyond the headlines and grasp the profound implications these conflicts hold for global peace and security. Now, more than ever, it's crucial to support platforms like Geoland, where the pursuit of truth transcends the conventional narratives often shaped by mainstream media. Geoland is committed to delivering uncensored and exclusive content that sheds light on the untold stories and hidden dynamics that shape our world. As an anonymous channel, we rely on the bravery of sharing truth in a landscape often hostile to unfiltered discourse. This is why every share, every like, and every new subscriber not only supports our mission but also amplifies the voices that need to be heard. Your engagement directly contributes to our capacity to bring these critical insights to a wider audience, enabling us to delve even deeper and refine our content further. So, if this video has given you a new perspective, or if you believe in the importance of an informed public, please consider sharing this video with others. Subscribe to Geoland for more honest and insightful content. Remember, each share and subscription is a step towards a more informed and open world. Thank you for watching and for your continued support. Stay curious, stay critical, and continue to seek out the truth with us.